You know the look. That person who walks in and their body just reads as expensive. Not necessarily the leanest person in the room, not the most muscular, just composed, controlled. Like everything is exactly where it's supposed to be. And your first instinct is to assume they spend hours in the gym, eat perfectly, have the ideal genetics. Most of the time, none of that is true. Because an expensive body isn't built in the gym. It's built in how you hold yourself, move yourself, and manage yourself every single day. And the gap between where you are and where that person is, it's almost never about fitness. It's about a set of very specific, very learnable habits that have nothing to do with a gym membership. Let's start with the one thing that changes everything instantly: posture. And before you close the video because you've heard this before, stay. Because nobody explains what bad posture is actually doing to you, and it's much worse than you think. When your head pushes forward, which it does every time you look at your phone, every time you sit at a desk, every time you lean into a screen, your jawline softens and disappears. Your neck shortens, your shoulders round forward, and your chest collapses. And the overall silhouette your body creates is one of someone who is smaller, heavier, and less confident than they actually are. The expensive body silhouette is the opposite. Head directly over the spine, shoulders rolled back and down, not up, down. Chest open, chin slightly tucked, not jutting forward. This one adjustment, done consistently, changes how your clothes fit, how your face photographs, and how much space you take up in a room. It is the single highest return physical change you can make, and it costs nothing. The second thing is walking. Most people walk like they're trying to get somewhere. Magnetic, expensive-looking people walk like they've already arrived. The difference is pace and intention. Slightly slower than you think you need to walk. Steps that land heel first, rolling through to the toe. Arms relaxed and moving naturally at the sides. Not crossed, not in pockets, not clutching a phone. Head level, not down. This sounds simple. It is not simple when you actually try to do it consciously for the first time, because most of us have been walking on autopilot since we were 2 years old. But within a week of intentional practice, it becomes automatic. And the way people respond to you in hallways, in rooms, in public spaces will shift noticeably. You'll feel it before you can explain it. Third, body composition without exercise. This is the one people never talk about because it sounds too simple to be real. The single biggest visual difference between a body that looks expensive and one that doesn't is inflammation and water retention. Salt, sugar, alcohol, ultra-processed food. They all cause your body to hold water in visible places. Your face, your midsection, your hands and ankles. When that inflammation is gone, the body underneath looks dramatically different. More defined, more structured, more expensive, without a single workout. The fix is not a diet. It's 3 things: earlier dinners, less sodium, more water earlier in the day. These changes take about 2 weeks to show visibly, and they cost nothing except the decision to stop eating at 11 p.m. Fourth is something I call structural dressing. An expensive body is partly an illusion created by understanding your own proportions and working with them instead of against them. Clothes that fit at the shoulder, waistlines that land at your actual waist. Hemlines that cut at the narrowest part of the leg, one color from top to bottom when you want to look taller. These are not fashion rules. They're visual architecture. Your body is a shape. Clothes are lines that either work with that shape or fight it. Expensive-looking people have figured out their lines. They're not necessarily wearing better clothes. They're wearing clothes that are cut to work for them. And you can do this with everything already in your wardrobe today for free. Fifth, tension. This one is invisible, but it's one of the most powerful signals your body sends. A body that holds tension, tight jaw, raised shoulders, clenched hands, rigid neck, reads as stressed, closed, unapproachable. The body language of someone who is bracing against something. An expensive body is relaxed, shoulders down and away from the ears, not just back, hands open, not fisted, jaw unclenched. Tongue resting on the roof of the mouth instead of pressing at the bottom, neck long and soft. This is not about performing calm. It's about physically releasing the holding patterns your body has built up over years of sitting wrong, sleeping wrong, and being stressed wrong. 10 minutes of deliberate neck and shoulder release every morning changes how your entire body reads for the rest of the day. The expensive silhouette is a relaxed silhouette. Sixth, the ratio. Every body has a natural ratio. Shoulder width relative to waist, waist relative to hip. The bodies that read as expensive tend to have a visible waist. Not because they're thin, but because they hold themselves in a way that shows it. Letting your core be completely passive all day, which is what most of us do when we sit and stand without any body awareness, makes the midsection appear wider and lower than it actually is. Light, consistent core engagement. Not sucking in, just being aware of your center and letting it gently support your spine changes the visual ratio of your body immediately. It also, over time, builds the kind of natural, low-effort core strength that makes every other physical habit easier to maintain. The seventh thing is the one that ties all of this together: intentionality. An expensive body is a body that moves like it knows what it's doing. Every gesture deliberate, every movement complete, not half-finished, not rushed, not apologetic. When you pick something up, you pick it up. When you sit down, you sit down. When you turn to look at someone, you turn your whole body, not just your eyes. This sounds philosophical. It is also completely physical. The body that looks expensive is the body of someone who is fully inhabiting it, not shrinking in it, not hiding in it, not apologizing for it. You don't need a different body for this. You need to fully move into the one you already have. An expensive body is not a gym body. It's not a perfect body, it's a managed body. A body that has been taught how to stand, how to move, how to breathe, and how to show up. All of that is free. All of it is learnable, and most of it starts working the same day you decide to actually do it. If this video changed something for you, subscribe, because I do this every week. Not generic tips, just the stuff that actually shifts something. Drop a comment. Which one of these are you starting today? Stay dangerous.